When Brent Casey joined the military, he wanted to do two things. He wanted to be a medic and he wanted to jump out of airplanes.
Ended up with the 82nd Airborne as a combat medic. Served in the first Gulf War.
2 hours ago, Allied air forces began an attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait.
There were two phases of the Gulf War, Desert Shield and then the 5-week combat phase Desert Storm, with the ground war lasting just under 100 hours.
It was a huge tank battle. I think we had 1,000 tanks and they had about 1,200 tanks. Really what made the difference in the war was we had GPS and we had night vision, and they had neither.
A quick victory, especially compared to the second war in Iraq that lasted for 7 years, or the 20-year war in Afghanistan. But no matter the length of the war, they all come with specific challenges.
My unit went all the way to the Highway of Death. You never get that out of your mind, the smell, those sights, those smells. It still haunts me.
Brent Casey told me he struggled in the years after the war.
Tell me about that picture over your left shoulder there.
So that's probably the only color. It's an hand-painted oil portrait.
In the portrait, President Truman and Medal of Honor recipient Herschel Woody Williams. Woody Williams is Brent's grandfather.
Everything that I have physically, emotionally, and otherwise, I credit my grandfather, Woody, for.
Woody Williams is a hero from the Battle of Iwo Jima. When Mr. Williams passed in 2022, he was the last living Medal of Honor recipient from World War II. And he was the only World War II recipient still living when Chattanooga's Charles Coolidge passed away in 2021.
20 years ago, I was pretty down and out. And he really was instrumental in saving my life.
Brent tells me his grandfather had his own struggles dealing with the after effects of war. And when Brent struggled, Williams, the national war hero, did another heroic thing and helped Brent turn his life around.
I had been home from combat for 14 years and had never been to the VA. Was just trying to figure out what I didn't even know was PTSD.
He got help through the VA, his grandfather, and other members of his family, including his brother. Now he and his brother Brian are the co-owners of Valor Coins and Pens. They make challenge coins. If you spend time around veterans groups, you probably have a few.
Some coins aren't really coins. Some like this. This is from a Navy SEAL veteran.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's a flipper. They've made a lot of challenge coins over the years. Many that you may have seen or you may own some. They've made them for Medal of Honor recipients, including this new Mary Walker coin, the only woman to receive the Medal of Honor. They also made this one for Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, and they've made several others in between.
USMC preferred by Marines. Crayons, 1775.
And there are some do's and don'ts when it comes to challenge coins. Brent says there are a couple things to keep in mind, such as you should never ask someone for their challenge coin. And if and when the coin giver makes their move, there is apparently a specific way to accept a coin as well.
The coin is in their hand. You'll put your hand out and shake the coin, sort of handshake the coin into their palm. They're supposed to grip it and put it away immediately. Not even look at it.
That is good to know, because I've been given a coin that way before and did not know that, because I know I've looked at it before. So that's news to me. And so that's good information.